Hi, I'm Denise, and today we're going to make a Linzertorte. Here's what you'll need. Flour, sugar, salt, currant jelly, raspberry jam, walnuts, cinnamon, ground cloves, nutmeg, sliced almonds, butter, and 1 egg. The first thing we do is cream the butter, the sugar, and the eggs. And I'll crack the egg right in here. It's always easier to cut up the butter because the butter has to be cool. In this recipe, it can't be room temperature. Keep mixing to cream the butter into the sugar and the egg until it's smooth. And this is creamed enough for the purposes of this recipe because there's a lot of mixing and you don't want the butter to melt. Now I measure the spices and put them right into the flour. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. I always use a little extra because it tastes better. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give it a little whirl. And we have to grind 1½ cups of walnuts. Now we're ready to add the flour mixture to the creamed butter. This smells really good. And now you're going to knead this into a solid ball of dough. Once your dough is mixed up, shape it into a big ball. We're going to cut the ball into quarters. 1/4 is pushed into each pan, which is greased and floured. So you want to take the 1/4 of the ball of dough and press it into the bottom of the pan. Make it nice and even and just cover the bottom. Don't worry about the sides. That comes out of the remaining dough. Put down some waxed paper to do your rolling on. You can tack down your corners with some tape and it'll help your paper stay in place. And then we're going to roll out the last 2/4 of dough. After you roll it out to 1/2 inch, you cut strips about the width of your pan side. Take strips, as many as you need, and place them around the side of the pan. Next step, we mix the currant jelly and the raspberry jam together. Now we take strips of dough and lay them across the tops of the tarts. They look pretty if you cross them like this. And the last step, we take a handful of almonds and sprinkle them over the top. After you've sprinkled your almonds, you bake these for 35 minutes in an oven that's been preheated at 375 degrees.